everybody, it's Kyra from BodyCandy. Today's episode of the tea, we're speaking about reopening a piercing. Before we get into what that actually means, remember to like, comment and subscribe to BodyCandy to see all of these videos. Anyone with more than a few piercings has probably experienced this. Jewellery out to clean it, or perhaps a medical procedure, and you go to put it back in and you can't. Or perhaps you're taking a piercing out intending to retire it and then you change your mind, can't get it back in. Is your piercing lost forever? So let's speak about this. Shrunken piercing. There's a difference between a piercing that is closed and a piercing that is shrunk. The fistula, once healed, begin to shrink down without jewellery in it. Consider stretch lobes when plugs are removed. Same concept. The holes begin to shrink. If plugs are left out for too long, the holes may shrink into holes that may not accommodate the previous plug size that you had. This is true of all piercings, but just because you can't get the same size jewellery in, it doesn't necessarily mean it's closed. They're just a bit smaller. You remove your piercing jewellery, it may shrink but not close entirely. A closed piercing. A closed piercing has healed itself entirely shut. This is more likely to happen with newer or still healing piercings, and will definitely happen sooner with both. The fresh piercing, it is easier for the still healing cells in the fistula to grow together and seal the piercing. Also the case with an irritated piercing, or one that had poor quality jewellery in. Certain things in particular, such as oral piercings or nostrils, are more prone to closing without the jewellery. If you lose your jewellery or you can't get any jewellery inserted, it is really important to get to a piercer within 24 to 48 hours if you want to save it. You may have longer, but in this case, sooner is better. Go and see your piercer. Your piercer will be able to determine whether or not your jewellery can be reinserted. In order to do this, the piercer will use something called an insertion taper. Looks similar to taper jewellery, but it is metal and hollow. If the piercing is only shrunk, the piercer will simply use the taper to stretch the fistula and pull the jewellery back through the hole, putting the jewellery back where it belongs. This process can be a little bit uncomfortable, possibly even more so than the initial piercing was. However, unlike the initial piercing, it'll heal far more quickly. It should be completely back to normal in 2 to 4 weeks. So I hope this video helped. I'm praying for you if you have lost a piercing and you have found this video. I hope you get it sorted soon. That is all from me today on this episode of The Tea. Again, remember to like, comment and subscribe to BodyCandy and see all of our videos, and I will see you on the next one. Goodbye.